Good evening. Or good morning. I don't know where you live. But I do know that this screen is blank right now. And now it's time for the Stardew Valley Seedrun. Welcome. Alright. So I'm in the waning, is that right? The waning days? Hello, Tembeep. The final days, last days, because my greenhouse is now complete. I don't even think I really need to watch TV anymore. Neutral day, see, it doesn't even matter. Look how big my TV is, though. I can see the weatherman. I first played this game on a tablet, so I never even knew that they had things on the TV, because your character's head blocks so much of it, and I didn't get the house upgrade for so long. But anyway, I need to... Right, pumpkin. I'm gonna harvest all this stuff. I need to... Hey, Andy, welcome, welcome. I need to get some trees, specifically apple tree and pomegranate tree, because those are the two most important fruits in the video game, specifically because I need... That we don't talk about that one. That one is fine. I need a pomegranate for Mr. Wizard. I need 3 apples for Marnie. And that's it. Look how close I am to being done. I also need a lot of money. A considerable quantum of money. So, we're gonna pick every last piece of corn here. We're gonna milk all our good animals. My goat has no milk. But Rex does. I pet the rabbit, pet the chickens, let's grab the eggs. I need a red cabbage tree, yeah. It's Friday, maybe I'll find a red cabbage tree. Friday's the day that you plant money trees, yeah. Pantera? I also should, just for the sake of being a good human, build a silo and buy some heaters. Because my animals are going to continue existing once winter rolls around. Yeah, honestly, like, now that let me confirm I have the greenhouse. I didn't even look up. Yeah, I do. Now that I have the greenhouse, I'm just going to plant all my seeds that I have. Which are not many. I only have some yam seeds, but everything else I plant is now just going to be in the greenhouse. And as soon as these sprinklers free up in the winter, I'm going to carry everything in there. Oh, I see some yams. Yum. I see some yums. I hear some Millie. I hear Millie. Millie. Millie wants to be fed, but Millie has already had breakfast and lunch, and dinner time is at 10 p.m. So Millie will have to wait. I think I just sell all this, yeah? Yeah, none of this really benefits me in any way except monetarily, so let's just get rid of everything. Oh, Millie scared the pants off me. She jumped so fast like a fast cat would do. Why are you crying? Millie thinks she can trick me into... Millie's, knocking me out with laughing gas, and then turning all the clocks forward, and then meowing at me. I have a craving for eel. Please bring one by. Alright, Pierre, I need your trees. Desperately need your trees. Luckily, I have enough money to buy 1 apple tree and 1 pomegranate tree, and that's about it. Oh no, I don't. I should have sold all that stuff here. Well, we need the apples a little more urgently because we need multiples of them, so we'll start there. We'll come back tomorrow. And it's nice to have some money on hand. I have no idea how much a red cabbage is going to cost me, because there is one in the traveling cart today. And I will not hear anything to the contrary. I can also probably, knock out some gold bars real quick. And sell those to Clint for a quick buck. A quick buck for my little duck. Excuse me, everybody. I need to get in here. If I water it a bunch, it'll grow faster. Alright. I think traveling cart next, and then I might just start... No, I'll go to the mines. Make some extra cash, because I do, yeah. Making money is going to be a thing. It's going to be a real thing. Hey, cart salesman. Lead bobber, huh? Egg. Well, no luck. No luck. That's too bad. Well, we got the apple tree down. Now what do we do with ourselves? I guess I'll just descend, huh? Go get some stuff real quick. Get... Alright, Clintington. Take my gold, I don't need it. The good stuff is down in the big numbers. That's one thing I know about the good stuff, is it's down in the big numbers. Maybe I'll get a bunch of stone as well, so I can crank out a few more furnaces. Really up my gold production, my copper production. I need a get-rich-quick scheme. Hey, that'll get me rich, maybe. Did I get the joke floor? Nah, there we go. Opened the floor, a bunch of snakes popped out. I was just about to say out loud, I don't think I need to build any more buildings by the time this run is over, but I need that dang silo. Because I want my animals to live good, happy, warm lives and food this winter. Happy, warm lives and food. I could... I don't... Oh, right, I need the... I think I have the desert bus. Yeah, because that's the money one. So I needn't even bother with... I was going to say I could go to the Skull Cavern, but actually, I cannot. Because I do not have the money for such pursuits. I forget, can I break their little helmets? I feel like this has come up in previous Seedrun runs. Well, I can just chop them to bits. Alright, fellas. Whoa, fellas! Well, I can sell some red mushrooms. Are these poisonous? Yeah, they get you good. Hachi machi. Get. There we go. All right, I got a little bit here. Oh, Clint, you're gonna be closed. Oh, Clint, I didn't even look up to the top right of the screen until just now. Clint, process my stuff. Okay, whew. This is why multiplayer was so difficult to play, because the time is always going. You never have any downtime. Squid ink? Huh? What was that? Oh, both of them are donatable, but I do want to sell them. No, I'll donate them. I'm just addicted to donating. Yeah, that's why. Because sometimes I get the good stuff. Sometimes I get the bear statue. Yeah, that was a waste of money, wasn't it? I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna cram some more gold into my gold machine makers. And maybe I'll make even a new... Maybe I'll even make a new... Where is it? Oh, copper ore. Oh no, did I hope I have copper ore. Oh yeah, I do. Oh yeah, I do. Alright. Slap down another one of these good hot boxes. And then in the meantime, wow, I got some gold star mushrooms. Get rid of that garbage. Useless, useless, useless. You're approaching me? This bear will scare away. Furniture can't be placed here. Be placed here? Hmm. Alright, bear kitchen. Kitchen bear. We love a good kitchen bear. We don't love a bear kitchen. But we love a kitchen bear. Yeah. What is a bear kitchen, you ask? I got nothing. I don't know where I'm going with this. Alright, I think I'm done with the day. I don't... Oh, I can slap down some of these seeds. That's what I will do. I can sell that eggplant. Why do I have a gold star eggplant? That must have been from the autumn festival. Because I don't think I need... Yeah, I don't need no gold star eggplant anymore. But I am going to reclaim this son of a gun and put down some yams in my greenhouse. We'll start at the bottom. Okay. Alright. Some extra money. Tomorrow, if I can afford the pomegranate tree, I'll get it. I should be able to. I think I sold 1,500 worth of stuff today. And anything else I'll put right into seeds, because then I'm going to need to start cranking out money as fast as is Stardewmanly possible. Wow, I got a little bit more than 1,500 gold. on that one. I think I'm doing okay. Let's put some more goodies in. Sell these goodies. All I know is I need to water that one corn because it no longer has a sprinkler attached. Pet Corin. Water Corin. Pet Rex, water Rex. Pet my goat. Milk my goat. Where's my duck? Duck. Pantera? Eggs, yes. I should make a milk machine, a mayonnaise machine. That'll get me some money. How much for a mayonnaise machine? Copper bar earth crystal. I wonder if I have those things. Oh boy, copper bar. I don't see any earth crystals. Rats. No mayonnaise for me. So let's just sell it. Boop, boop. We'll worry about that later. Oh, and there's some goodies for me too. I'm a little sad that my fruit bat cave plan. My fruit bat plan was to cave. My fruit cave plan was for the fruit bats to bring me the apples and pomegranates that I needed to finish those community center things. I guess they don't do that. Or if they do, it's exceedingly rare. Boy, I really stumbled over every word in that thought, huh? Oh, Pierre, let me in. Let me in. I don't know why I felt the need to go do that, but here we are. But it feels good having the fishing stuff done in fall. Like that makes me feel accomplished. It's Farmer Crumb. Alright, give me that pomegranate tree, my dude. Thank you. And then, let's see. Let's get 24 pumpkins, and corn is always making money. You love corn. And then finally, let's put some grapes down. Why not? That'll be fun. Alright, thanks, bud. Oh, okay. Did a lot of baking today. More than I thought I was going to by this point of the day. Did a lot of baking yesterday. I've been baking a lot lately. It feels nice. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sprinklers. Just cannibalize some of these less useful ones from out here. Oh boy, I don't have a lot of less useful ones these days, huh? Well, I guess I'll just take them from one area at least so I can get my watering done in the morning. I just don't want to forget to go in the greenhouse, you know? I feel like that'll absolutely happen. I'll neglect a day and then my crops will be ruined. Alright. Boom. 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 Alright. I was just about to say, this takes more concentration than you'd think, and then I proved it immediately because I looked away for just a second, just a brief moment. All right, pumpkins, corn, grapes. I'm gonna run the grapes up along the side here because that's fun. And then 2 there. And then pumpkins everywhere. It's gonna be a pumpkin patch. It's gonna be a pumpkin patch, just like Seavers. It's gonna be pumpkins. The kids are gonna love it. All right, corn. Well, hamburgers. Never did upgrade this thing either. Past the copper stage anyway. But then again, who needs it? Hey, Zet Wilder. Alright, greenhouse is loaded up. Just gotta drop this good thing. This good boy. There we go. Alright, so that'll take care of itself. I just need to worry about what's out here now. I'll just check in on the greenhouse if I remember to every day. And then sell it. Good. Progress. You love to see it. I think I'm done for the day. I think I'm just going to be hammering through these days. Because there's not much left for me to do that doesn't involve getting red cabbage. Or waiting till winter to get the other things. Because that's apples, that's pomegranate, that's the nautilus shell, that's the red cabbage. This is money. And that's, yeah, bedtime. 2 p.m. bedtime. Yum. I think we just go turn that money directly into pumpkins again. I don't know about you. Oh, that's some eggplants. Oh, I could get some eggplants down. They sell for a good number. I need... Let's see, 10, 15, oh boy, 42,500 zenny. Hey, my yam came up. Eh, it's not all that much. I'll be fine. Oh. There we go, Rex. Talk to everybody. Someday my rabbit will shed a foot. I'm gonna water the plants that now need to be watered all the time. Which is this corn. And then like everything down here. Ah, come on. I sure like the near enough synthwave that just crops up in some of the tracks in this game. It's very good. and will, I guess, inevitably get me copyright notices on YouTube. Because people, you know, rightfully think that this music is worth sampling, so they slap it into their songs. Oh, hey, I can move this thing. And then they get to claim that they own that music. Because why not? Let's see. This all can go. Everything must go, in fact. There, look at all that money I just got. Let's go to that traveling cart. Then let's go talk to Pierre and get some more pumpkin seeds, I think. Hello. Crud. Running out of days for that traveling cart to deliver. The funny thing is, I think I'm like 80% sure that the first time I played Stardew Valley, red cabbage showed up in my traveling cart pretty early on. I didn't even note. I didn't even think about it because I was like, oh yeah, it's all this garbage that they throw in there. Whatever, you know, who cares? I'm like, that's just vegetables. Why would I buy vegetables? I grow vegetables. Look at me. I'm a vegetable grower. Oh, how young I was. Looking to dissect yam. That's gonna be a real short dissection. That is gonna be an incredibly short dissection, Demetrius. Alright, I guess more of these. Because I'm gonna be rich someday soon. I got a lot of other stuff here that's gonna make me quite rich sometime soon, I think, too. Pardon me, fellas. Oh, I'm gonna need... Gonna need 3 more of these. Fall better be done soon. I'm sick of watering already. I'm not used to this added work. Alright, alright, alright. Boom. Plow. Kabam. Oop. Those 2 empty spots for the yams are gonna bug me the entire rest of this run until I remember to buy 2 more yam seeds. It's gonna drive me bananas. Oops. Me too. That goat sound is pretty circumoral, isn't it? I think I'm done again. Yeah. Time to go to bed. 1:20 p.m. I'm crushing this speed run. Did everything? Yeah. I don't need cash that badly. Like, I just made 10% of what I need to finish the game in one day, casually. Like, I'll start mining and fishing in the winter, but I'm gonna have a whole stretch of winter where I'll have nothing to do. Hey, I even get some honey. Really what I want to do is just like chunk through these days as fast as possible to get to winter, so I can knock out the few things that I need to do in winter. The river to mark. Oh, I could make some kegs. That's a good point. Oh, I think I was neglecting these cranberry bushes anyway. Yeah, wine does make a lot of money. And I'm gonna have fruit trees pretty soon. Maybe I'll go forage what blackberries I can before autumn is over. So I can have enough blackberries to make blackberry jam. Or sorry, blackberry wine. Which I love. In the real IRL, I love blackberry wine. There's a place in Door County that makes just the best blackberry wine. I got some grapes. I got some grapes in there. That should be enough, actually, to sustain me now that I think about it, because I have 8. 8 grapes. But what am I... you know. Yeah, what does it take for a keg or 3? Oak resin. So I'll get some, maybe I'll pull that tapper off of the maple tree and throw it on another oak tree. I need to remember what oak tree look like. Alright, it's gonna be the orange colored one without the little berries. Got it. How much for more tappers? It's these fellas. Oh, I can do that. I'll just do all 8. Let's just slap out 3 tappers. Let's go slap them on some oak trees, wherever we may find them. There's one. That's already got a tapper on it. And I just sold that resin. Hamburgers. See, now you set a quest for me. Now I've got something to do. Places to go, trees to tap, maple syrup to put in my hands. I'm gonna take that though. I don't want it on that one anymore. Where did you come from? It's like 10 a.m. What the heck was a slime doing on my farm? Huh? Buh? Oh, Oh, no, I just did the... I hate that. Oh, why aren't there any oak trees? I might have to plant some. I might have goosed myself a little bit here. Well, let's go plant some oak trees. Not like I don't have the room for it. Oh, I hope I have oak things. Maybe acorn, yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. Acorn, one there. One there. One there. And one there. There we go. Alright, we got a little ways to wait before that'll be usable, but at least we have a plan for something to do this winter. And the rest of this can just go straight into the mare. Alright. Alright. I'm just so concerned I'm actually accidentally going to sell a thing that I desperately need. But I can't imagine why or what it would be. So we're just going to forge ahead. Parmesan. I'm going to... I think I may actually just go sink some of this cash into some of those bundles. No, that's a waste of my time. What do the bundles spit out? Now... Right. Nothing. Useless stuff. Alright, yeah, so we'll hold on to the money. I'll buy some more seeds. We'll call that good. That'll be a good plan. I was gonna do eggplants. Oh, I want 2 more yams. Then I want 16 eggplants. Eggplants are real cheap, huh? For an infinitely producing plant. I guess before the end of the month, I should also just buy up as many, like, persistent plants as I can, so I don't need to plant anything ever again. Corn and eggplants, I guess, and cranberries. Because why not? You know, this is all gonna die in 6 days, 7 days. Oh, I need to get more. Oh, what's the word for it? These things, these fellas, sprinklers. I got room for 3 more. I only got stuff for 2 more, though. Excuse me. Okay. Bam. Oh. Oops. Flavio. Flavio. Who's your favorite SpongeBob character? Mine's Flavio. Oh, shoot. Oh. Psst. All right. Now we get some eggplants to go with my Parmesan. I've been kind of burping up little bits of truffle all day. Had some lovely truffle sauce with dinner. But now you get that truffly flavor, that musty flavor that just lives with you. Alright, well, I'm done again for the day, so I'm just gonna call it a night. Fall is my favorite season, but I really want fall to be over with. Both in real life, IRL, and in the video game. Oh, I got Eyelash Town. Oops. Okay, oh, I just goofed my hair up real good. Hi. No, it doesn't, but I appreciate the sentiment. We love a good garden pot. George gets grumpy if he doesn't have his oatmeal on time. Me too. Alright, well, it's time for the cranberries. Yeah, I definitely am going to buy some cranberries. No! I guess I can slap some sunflowers down in there too. Oh, and I can probably pull up this sprinkler here and put it somewhere else a little more effective. Yeah, I think my money situation is going to be pretty okay when all is said and done. Because I just got so much dang corn out here. And corn is how I pay the bills. Yeah, this takes more concentration than I remember it, but I've been working on those quality sprinklers for so dang long. The kids these days and their quality sprinklers. Forgot the value of a hard day's work. My goat. Alright, I need you, Rex, and then rabbit's foot. Hey, we did it, so we can sell the rabbit. I just heard that in my head in Elmer Fudd's voice. Sell the rabbit. But like an opera singer. Oh, look at how many things I have. I'm gonna just slap down these sunflower seeds before I forget. Oh, I hope these grow in time. No, they won't. Well, I'll just hang on to those. Oh, those are gonna die. At least I've got 2. I can make more with 2. And I don't want to sell that by accident. Oh, I have a keg. Look at that. Let's put a cranberry in there. There we go. Wasn't even looking to the left. Yeah, I don't really want any more of any of this. And then we're gonna go turn in this rabbit's foot. Gimme. Those bats are just not delivering. Literally. That's what they do. And they're not doing it. Out of curiosity, Robin, how much... You're out not working on Tuesdays. So I do want a silo. Hello, Mega. I appreciate that. That's a good entrance. Alright, Enchanter, take my rabbit's foot. And I'm out of here. How are you, Mega? I sure could use some oak resin. Yeah, you gotta front load all the jokes and then just coast on the rest of the stream. That's what I do. That's why the latter half of this stream is going to be very... I require sardine. Bring me sardine. Alright, Rasmodius. Jeez. You must construct sardine pylons. If anyone ever played Stronghold, and every time... To set the bar here, every time I think about or talk about Stronghold, I need to reinstall and play the first 3/4 of Stronghold. Because it's one of those things where, like, you hear it, and then you gotta listen to the song. But as I think about the game, I gotta play it. But one of my favorite things in the game Stronghold is when you're trying to build something and you don't have enough wood, they're like, wood needed. We need more wood, my lord. And like, pitch needed. But there's a funny thing with the voice line for when you don't have enough stone. One of them is like, stone need. Stone need. And then one of the wood ones is like, more wood is needed. Like you would assumed less wood was needed, but more wood is needed. Oh yeah, pills. Grabbing pills. Pills! Actually, yeah, I think I say pills out loud in my head a lot because of Left 4 Dead. Got pills here. Oh, and then we had at one point we had set it up so the person who was playing Ellis there was a hotkey bound to the specific voice line where Ellis is like talking to the car that they get away in, and he's like, "You are the most beautiful thing I ever sat between," and then he goes, "I love you." And if you call a specific command, you get to play back, "I love you," and you can spam, "I love you, I love you, I love you," and so we'd finish a big fight, and the music would die down, and the infected voices would disappear, and then you just hear, "I love you." Change the tank to Shrek. You play Smash Mode. That's very good. The Johnny Bravo one was very, very good. I really loved the Johnny Bravo tank, especially because the noise he made. He like Johnny Bravo's squeal, ah! when the tank was on fire, which is amazing. Well, I did everything. A Helm's Deep map. Very good. I never... In all my years of playing Left 4 Dead 2, which I should point out is one of my favorite games of all time, and although I don't believe there is a such thing as a perfect game, I think Left 4 Dead 2 is one of the games I would say is as close to that title as you can get. But in all my years of playing Left 4 Dead 2, I never played any custom maps aside from someone made like a mini campaign that I think was like a riverbed. I'm just getting trashed today. I must have bad luck day. It was like a full campaign on a river bed, I think. Was the only custom map I played. So I really want to play a Lord of the Rings Helm's Deep Left 4 Dead map. Do I ever? The new Valve. I did not play. I have not launched Lord of the Rings. Left 4 Dead of the Rings. Fellowship of the Dead. Since like 2018, probably. Yeah, I honestly, I've been saying this with Zap Shazam a lot lately too. Oh, it's the people walking. It's such a weird cadence. I was talking about this with Zap Shazam as well. I need to get Left 4 Dead 2 reinstalled and play it again because I love that game so much. Like, what a fantastic video game. So yeah, if I do find the time, because I've also been yelling basically at Put on the Weather that they need to play Apex with me, and then not making any time to play Apex with them or Dead by Daylight. I actually haven't really played a video game besides The Sims yesterday. The last video game I think I played was probably this last Monday. So all that to say, yes, I do want to play. Yeah, watching Weather play is what inspired me to install Apex again, and I played a few matches of it, and like, I was expecting to have fun, but I didn't expect to like go, this is what made me love this game in the first place. Like, I immediately clicked and like found the fun again super fast, which is a good testament to that game. The new mod ported a bunch of Counter-Strike games too. Boy. Yeah, I should, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to remember to install Left 4 Dead 2. I'm paying for unlimited bandwidth. I might as well install some games. I'm paying the whatever, $20 or whatever it is to get unlimited bandwidth because I never leave the house anymore. And so I'm constantly slurping up that bandwidth like it's going to give me eternal life. Which, if you think about it, it kind of does. Re-download everything every day to get your money's worth. Yes, I would almost agree if I wasn't like this weird paranoid bastard about my solid states only having a limited number of write cycles in their lifetime. And I know in my meat and my man in my I know in my brain, my meat man brain, that there's so many cycles on those things. I'm never gonna. Yeah, it is a thing, kinda. Like, yeah, it's a really big number, and it comes into play in like databases where they all run on solid states because they need to get like absolute enterprise grade hardware because you're constantly writing and reading and writing and reading on a solid state database, and so those will actually reach end of life in an amount of time. But you're watching me play video games right now on the first solid state drive I ever bought, which was in like 2009. M2s I don't believe are better because all the M2 is the architecture of the chip itself and not the physical chip. They're the physical like flash chip that's on the PCB. Those are the things that degrade, like the sectors inside the physical NANDs or the whichever technology you're using, the thing that turns on or off or up to 6 other states that allows you to store data on it. Those things just start popping or like losing their charge or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a physicist. This is math chat. But so what they do is they give you, if you get a 120 gig solid state drive, they give you like a 240 gig drive, and then they just allocate 120 gigs worth of sectors on there, and then as they die, it just automatically points to a new sector and then writes it like that, or a new address or whatever, NAND. And so every solid state we have has dead NANDs inside it, and they're just slowly filtering away. Oh, I better do this. But It's still, there's so many things, like, again, NAND, I think it is. Which now, as I think about it, is that not nor and? Are they talking about, is it like a logical thing? Boy, I need to learn more about solid states. Those are interesting things. But, hey, pumpkins. The rub is there's so many in there that by the time you actually start losing them to the point that your drive degrades and can't be used, it'll be like a decade or more. And obviously more than a decade, because I think my oldest solid state again is like 11 years old at this point. Because they, you know, there's no real danger. Like you may have one that just dies because of a random chance, but I think the expected lifespan of them is something like 25 years or something like that. Oop. Oh, Ajax says, the great thing about SSDs is that read operations are non-destructive. That's I guess that's why we ported everything on our database to solid states as fast as possible at work. So if you're using it to store games or large media, you're not really going to wear them down. So yeah, if you're constantly downloading and re-downloading them, that's a different story, but because I'm only ever reading from my huge swaths of anime and video games, that solid state of mind, I think I've reformatted it once because I wanted to turn it from a secondary storage drive into a boot drive, and that is now what my computer runs off of as my primary drive. And then I have a lot of games stored on my NVMe M2 drive, but Windows still runs off the same like 128 that I got a million plus years ago. And actually at the time, I think, and the chain may still be, hey everybody, the chain still may be unbroken as well. I believe that I use MacRam Reflect to copy my existing install of my my Windows install over to a solid state. So it's kind of an unbroken chain from there to here. In terms of like continuity of consciousness of a computer. Pantera? Shepherd. Oh yeah, I can't milk a chicken. If it weren't for the fact that I upgraded to a new case this spring because I was, hold on, I need to figure out. Oh, I talked to everybody. There's math chat. I bought a new case and I switched to a micro case instead of a mid tower. Actually, I was on a full tower before. If I hadn't done that, my solid state, my boot solid state that Windows runs off of would have still been dangling loosely from a cable in the middle of my PC. I don't think I actually have any RGB either, except for the motherboard. The motherboard has a lot of like LED lights on it for whatever reason, but nothing else does. Also for the first time in a long time. Oh, gotta do this. Yeah, get rid of it. Get rid of it. For my old build, I had to remove a case fan because my heatsink was so enormous. Yeah, I actually had to, my old case had like a chute that would lead directly to the old Intel, like the standard stock coolers. And when I installed the new CPU, I had to buy a aftermarket cooler because for a while there, Intel was like, no, we're not going to give you coolers. You figure it out. And so I bought like the cheap one, the big square that everyone gets. And that like, it touched to the top of the case, essentially. Yeah, less than ideal is a good descriptor of my usual PC setup, with the exception of my current case, because I got a really nice one. Yeah, Tim Beep has so much RGB that literally her computer has started to say, actually, no. Actually, I don't think so. I'm gonna crash. It's at least partially, I think, due to the fact that they're all from different manufacturers. So you have to have software for all these different things installed. Because you got Corsair, you got Razer, you got Logitech, you got Brand, and other brand. I'm the only portion of my set that has an RGB. Nice. Well, we're going to hang on to that sunflower seed. Water? Question mark? Can't crash your computer. RGB can't crash your computer if you turn it all off. I don't know. 10beep's computer could find a way. 10beep's computer has taken some interesting attempts at launching the USB. The USB situation on 10beep's computer is kind of busted. Because we've got the two front ports, actually, which have nothing in them as I look at them right now. But we have the 4-port USB hub, and then we have the monitor, which has a built-in USB hub. But I don't think we're using any of those, so actually we should unplug that one. But then the back of the keyboard has a USB port that we use for the Stream Deck. And there's just a bunch of stuff plugged in. Anyway, it breaks a lot. And it doesn't break, like... the Stream Deck won't turn on, or the Xbox controller won't pair until you move it to a different port. Yeah, honestly... I think 10beep, if she goes and sits down and the RGB's not on, something must be wrong, and she like, ugh. You know, bleh. Oh, there we go. Hey, thanks, Crumb. Thank you. A blanket over the lights. Yes. Let's just slap a whole ass blanket over the computer case. A riser card for my M2 drive, and that's yeah. Yeah, they can put RGB on anything. It's so cheap. Yeah, you have like called me up from work to. I don't know why I came in here. I just like it in here. To, like, figure out why the light's on your mouse pad. My mouse pad software. I've never, like, seen that typed out like that. But, oh boy. Forgot that's where that is. Why did I always think it went down the river? Does it go down the river sometimes? Or is it always there? Maybe it's random. I don't actually think I know the answer to that. Oh yeah, that's right. 10beep's mousepad caused her computer to blue screen once. A wireless charging mousepad. I guess that would... That would make a lot of sense. I would worry, though, about it interfering with other stuff, especially if I put my phone there and it, like, started to get hot. Also, if it was just running an induction coil the whole time, it'd feel like it... Well, I guess I have wireless chargers sitting around the house that are not taking up heat or taking up energy until you set a thing down. Okay. Oh, reset all the graphics. Oh, it turned your screen blue. Just didn't necessarily blue screen. Hey, hazelnut. Well, we're just about done with autumn. And I've only been playing for an hour. I think I can jam through the last 4 days of autumn, get into winter, and call it a successful season. Yeah, I suppose it would make the most sense to just have a specific spot for it. But then that might be neat, too, because I could just set my phone on my mouse pad. And have it charge. I don't. My mouse pad's kind of gross. It's not really gross, but it like I don't know if you can see the just the weird marks that have appeared over time as I've scratched it and dinged it up. It's in pretty good shape. I think you can wash it in the sink gently with just water, but I'm kind of afraid to like mess up the backing because the backing. I spilled beer all over it once. That was a bad day. I was streaming at the time, actually. Or no, I wasn't streaming. I was recording with a friend. VR. The Sheikah Slate wireless charger. Obnoxious and unnecessary. I mean, we're talking about RGB here. Yeah, there is RGB. I have RGB on my computer. Or not my computer. I have RGB on my peripherals, but not inside the case. But this is as much as I will grant myself because these keyboards, these are the Corsair RGBs, and they are lovely. I have browns. The entire surface is a mouse pad. That sounds rad. Yeah, my keyboard died in that video, Andy. I like died bad. Like the beer got inside of it. I cleaned it out as best I could, and I bought new silicone grease to re-grease all the switches. But it was a matter of time, and then the keys started physically breaking. And so for a while, I was playing video games because a lot of the keys I use most often were breaking. So I was taking keys from other lesser used spots and putting it onto those spots. And I was down like 6 keys at one point. My keyboard was a mess. That thing is absolutely destroyed. But yeah, the Corsair RGB ones are very good. Yeah, once you get a full-size mouse pad, you never ever want to go back. Like downstairs on my work desk, I have a large mouse pad. Like this doesn't mean anything. My little panel up there is not. It's big. It's the biggest like non-desk size mouse pad I've ever had, but it just feels so inadequate. I'm always moving it around. Speaking of bright lights in my peripheral vision while I'm trying to play a game, let me just hold up my phone as a mirror here to show you the giant ring light I have shining in my face while I'm playing video games on stream. I covet your non-bright light. Aw, my goat gave birth. I only have one goat. Anyway, it makes my eyes pop. I appreciate that. I sure like it when my eyes pop. I need a name for this baby goat, this miracle goat. Hey, actually, yeah, 10beep has the, it's basically a ring with a camera inside of it. What's... Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually. Red, goat, blue. It won't even let me type a U. Oh, it's because it's not a character limit. It's a pixel limit. So I can do I didn't even realize. We learned something here today. SC2 ladder barcode name. Oh. Right. I forgot about that. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, just the pipes. There we go. Or, yeah. Red, goat, blue. I like that. Remember StarCraft 2 ladder? I sure do, unfortunately. I remember the time I was doing 2v2s with Zenhaver, and we were on a back foot like late in the game, and then we like came together and we had like we just pulled it out. We observed a weakness in our enemies. Wow. 25,000. We observed a weakness in our enemy's build, and we exploited it, and we actually came back, and we won. And as we were, like, pushing back and about to claim victory, one of our opponents called us, like, struggle dickheads or something. Like, how dare you try against me? How dare you put in the effort to try and not lose to me? And that stuck with me all these years. I just think about that so much. This person who was so perturbed by us not rolling over and dying at the first sign of adversity that they were, like, actually mad. And not mad that they lost, just mad that we dared contest them. That we saw... We were willing to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Against them, of all people. I had no idea who they were. They were just some... Like, we were in silvers. We were not high-ranked by any means. I think we got to gold at the end of it all. But... That really... How many challenge points for a 1v1? I should do that. I know Mod had that as a reward. Duel me mode. Duel me mod. Saying a bunch of slurs to me? Yeah, that's the StarCraft 2 experience, frankly. I played that game at a time in my life where I, like... No, I don't want red, goat, blue. I want my goat. No, my goat. No, my goat. Stilton doesn't produce milk. That's a funny sentence. Is that... Oh, that's how big a baby goat is? I thought they were just, like, on top of each other. Anyway, I'm sorry. I played StarCraft 2 initially at a point in my life where I was like, oh, that's just how games are. Ha ha ha. And, like, I put up with a lot of shit from people just because I thought that's as good as it could get. And boy, I wish I could go back in time and be like, you don't need to feel shitty about yourself every day because you play this video game. You can stop. There are other games. I wish I could convince my younger self of that. Yeah, Dead by Daylight has that problem in spades. Like, killers can't win, and I mean that both in the literal sense, like you're not allowed to win, but also in the sense that like you can't. There's no way to play that gets survivors to respect you. You know. Like, never are they gonna go like, "Hey, good game. Like, I really appreciate what you did there." I mean, that's not fair. Sometimes they will. I've played against some survivors that really I had a fun time with, and we like laughed about it. And that usually happens when I do like Spooky Myers, because oftentimes they'll like have fun with it because it's kind of silly. But by and large, Dead by Daylight. Like it does seem like a common problem with online games, but there are certain games that both by design elevate that kind of play, don't punish it in their players whatsoever, and almost punish people for not behaving like that because they have a subpar experience then. If you don't play the bad way that people have been conditioned to play, you're going to have less fun because now you're not with the meta. And I think of like Overwatch in that bucket. Like, they were really bad about punishing for a long time. They were really bad about not punishing people who were toxic and encouraging metas that were not fun to play against, not fun to play as. And Dead by Daylight's just like that. Like, they really reward you for playing in ways that are not fun to play against. StarCraft 2, I think I was exclusively Terran, and I say that because I don't know if I could tell you how to play the other ones. I know Zenhaver played Zerg to the point that he built himself a watch out of a little PCB that had a timer on it and a accelerometer, and he would tilt his wrist and it would start a 30-second timer, and he called it his QT, his queen timer. And that would tell him when he had to inject larvae. And they'd be like, all right, I injected, turn, 30 seconds later, zzz, 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 inject larva, turn, 30 seconds later, zzz, zzz, zzz. It was great. And that's true, too. Mega raises a good point, too, that the higher ranks in certain games, like the really high ranks, become more respectful because people are there to play the game and have fun together. But, like, there's that little... That's just a thin bar at the top. Then you get the people who are there to, like, have an experience. And if you're not in their experience, if you're not, like, giving them that experience they want, you're the problem. It sucks. Yeah, 10 beeps. Yeah. 10 beeps get the other half of it. Of if you don't match what the person on the other end of the game thinks you should look or sound or act like, and in many cases that means being a woman, being a person of color, having any sort of differences in your speech to what they like, which can be anything from an impediment to an accent to an affectation, you'll get harassed for it. And it's what do you do with the watch when they added auto injects? I don't think he played long enough to have auto injects. Because I did purchase Heart of the Swarm, and I played, a quarter of the storyline of that game, and none of the multiplayer. I didn't play any multiplayer when Heart of the Swarm came out, and I didn't get something Void, whatever the last game was, and because I was just like, I'm completely over StarCraft 2 at this point. I don't want to waste my money anymore. Which is funny to say because then I got Overwatch and bought a bunch of loot boxes, but whatever. That's the main thing you see with the twins. The entire emergent dominant playstyle is slug and camp, which is super fun for everyone involved. Yeah, like, Behavior has designed a game where you really, like, you can't win. And again, I that phrase is kind of sloppy for what I'm trying to describe here, but there's no way to have it all. There's no way to do it, to play correctly in a way that is fun for you and fun for the people you're playing against. And sometimes I wonder if there's something endemic to asymmetric games in video games because of that. Like, is it just going to be impossible to make a good asymmetric game that does well at every level of skill? Because, like, a lot of these asymmetric games, it's very easy to make it fun for beginners because the fun comes from the conceit of the game. The fun comes from the gimmick and the setup and the team layout. And it's like, oh, this is neat. Like, they are the special infected and we're the heroes. And, like, I'm going to play a hunter and I'm going to see if I can get anybody down. But then you get higher on Left 4 Dead 2 and it's like, okay, now we really got to, like, get some strategies down. But I think the skill in that game kind of, or the skill curves are pretty well mapped to each other in Left 4 Dead 2. And then there was a game like Evolve where I feel like the more I played and the higher I got in Evolve, the less fun I was having because all of a sudden I felt like I couldn't have fun as the monster. I was just going to get smoked no matter what I did. Oops. Sorry, I get all discombobulated. 6,000 ladder games. Boy, I hesitate to even think about how many ladder games of StarCraft 2 I wound up playing at all. I don't think I hit the thousands, but I was several hundred at least, because I did mostly twos with Zenhaver. I didn't do a lot of solo, because I was very bad at it. Yeah, games that force you to participate in any kind of communication. I'm totally guilty, and I'm gonna own this. I'm very guilty of, as a younger man, thinking like, oh, games with voice chats, you need to have a mic to have fun. And that was fine. And I don't think that's fine anymore. I think that's a really big flaw in the design. And Apex has shown me how good things can be. Because the only way you need to communicate with people is with the pings, and they're so good. And I haven't played with voice chat since I started playing Apex again. I haven't played that much, to be fair. But I haven't needed voice chat because there's the ping system, and that's all we've needed. And I've gotten to the second to last team like 3 times already. Like, we've been effective. and I've had fun, and it's been a blast. It's great. Great deal of toxicity can be mitigated by only playing in a full team with people you know. Hard muting, yeah. Yeah, I generally will hard mute any rando chat anytime I get the opportunity. And it's been funny, like, since quarantine, I've been playing a lot of tabletop sim, which means going into tabletop sim where the global chat is the worst because the board gaming community is bad. They're very bad. The problem I had with Evolve is that they force you to participate in voice chat unless you individually muted players every game. Oh, man. Forgot about that. Can you mute the text chat? I don't know if you can mute the text chat in Apex, but what I'll say here is I haven't noticed any text chat. I don't know if that's because the last time I played, I muted it successfully, or because no one's been text chatting. But I haven't seen any chat since I started playing again. So there's... For whatever that's worth, you know, don't count too much into it because I probably just may not have looked properly. It's silly, but the game that brought me back from the brink of never playing games again was Journey, because you could encounter other people who are unable to communicate in any real way. More multiplayer games need to be like Journey. That's those 3 beeps are my QED, my 3 dots. That's my mathematician. There's the proof thing. So look at this. I'm raking in the money. You can mute players' both voices and chat if you report them as a toxic. If you report them as a toxic player, oh boy, that seems like kind of a nuclear option. I mean, not that I would have regret about muting people, but I don't want to report someone. I just want to assume that they're. I don't want to hear their chat in the first place. Nintendo made a conscious choice not to have any communication in Splatoon 1 beyond saying this way or booyah. And then they brought voice chat to Splatoon 2, but did it in an extremely Nintendo way that no one's willing to use. That's the real secret. That's the trick. Make the voice chat and the text chat so god-awful to use that you would only do it if you were playing with people you loved. That would be the only reason that you would install the app and log in and... God, Nintendo just needs it to get it the fuck together. I just can't with Nintendo. What a company. Like, no one's punishing them for doing anything because they make $1 million every second no matter what they do. But God, I don't know. I wish at one point someone would take whatever the stance. The guy who brought the Sega Genesis to America, they need one of those. Someone who was like, actually no, we're gonna do things differently over here. Sorry. That's a good story. I like that. I like that story quite a bit. No. If they had it coming, sure, I got no problem reporting somebody. But I kind of want to just have it off before they even have the chance to say anything. I don't want to give them the opportunity. Math chat doesn't produce milk. I'm going to screenshot that. I'm hoping the ubiquity of Discord, even on consoles now, means that games stop building communication tools other than the ping system. Yeah, why would you spend all this money to develop, like, your own backend, your own protocol, your own netcode for voice when people have struggled so much, or pay for Skype, which sucks? When you know everyone has a Discord account. Oh, look, this fence is busted. Oh, these fences are all busted. Oh, well, you can't see them. They're in the grass. I'm gonna check in my greenhouse. But yeah, everyone has Discord these days, so there's no real incentive to put subpar or even par level voice chat in your video game when you know people aren't going to use it. The only time that doesn't hold true is in things like Phasmophobia, where it's actually part of the game. Is there communication built in No Man's Sky? Yes. Because remember when we were running a server, Tembeep, and someone joined and they were like giving us a hard time for something? I mean, No Man's Sky now is also like a full-ass multiplayer game, like with lobbies and parties you can join together and what have you. Are these not gonna sprout because they're too close to the border here, I wonder? Anyway. Yeah, I guess there are people who can't run Discord and a game on their PC, but it also, like, it's the same thing. Like, Nintendo spent all this money to make an app that runs on your phone. That's the official way to do voice through their game. And like at that point, why did Nintendo just not be like, hey, we partner with Discord? Get Discord, because if they're not going to put it in the game anyway, why bother? You can opt out of chat once in Destiny, Someone wanted to go do raids or something. Yeah, they were doing something, like they really wanted us to come to their planet or do something with us. But who remembers? Running out of days. Running out of traveling cart days here. Yeah, actually, I don't think I've seen any text chat in Destiny 2 at all. And I don't remember turning it off. That's the way to do it. Truly, that's the way to... Oh. That's the way to do it. That is a good point, though, Mega. Like, I tried to... Or I played a tabletop game recently using Discord on my tablet, and basically, Discord was the only thing I could be doing on that tablet. So it's a very unoptimized piece of software. So that isn't, maybe if Discord would get around to unbloating itself, because it is a bloated piece of software. There's a lot of stuff in there that you don't need. It's funny that I think fondly of Slack about something in my mind, but Slack does Discord better than Discord does Discord. And I guess the other side of Phasmophobia is, like, you are pretty much always only going to be playing that with friends. I can't imagine playing that with randos and having a good time, because a lot of the fun is the reactions of the other people. Because you're ghost hunting, you're out with your friends. That's the whole idea, really. Oh, that's right, Blizzard doesn't have their thingy. Forgot all about that. I haven't played a... Never mind, I've played Destiny, which is kind of a Blizzard game, if you squint. It was in the Blizzard launcher for a while, right? Is that accurate? Or am I making that up? I don't remember how Destiny do. Yeah, Blizzard Activision, okay. Like, Jackbox, I can potentially see. There's the Blizzard launcher when Activision owned the publisher. Oh, that's right. I can kind of see Jackbox in certain circumstances, like Waypoint has done streams with randos on Jackbox. I was actually in a game. Because generally speaking, I think they can be pretty damn sure that they're gonna get somebody from their audience who joins. Like statistically speaking, you're probably gonna get someone from your audience, and if you are pretty confident that your audience is a person that you'd be okay playing Jackbox with, they kind of cultivate their audience, or at least at the time they cultivated it in that way. And it bore out, like during the big marathon streams they had. Everyone who joined Jackbox, like, was fine. There, at least to my recollection, there was no, like, ooh, cut the feed kind of moments. Yeah, there is the audience thing, and that's fine enough, but having them in as full members of your game, they even had them in, too. Like, we want to flesh out this game of Drawful, so we're going to open it up to get up to 8 players before we start doing the guests, or the audience. Hey, Jackbox is something that I really want to play more of. I haven't even bought the new one yet. And I really, really like it. But it is 100% dependent on the people you play it with. Like, that's the whole game. Just like Phasmophobia, that's the whole game, is the other people. And the few times that they've attempted to make a game where you, like, play a game just cooperatively, and the point is not the responses of the other people, but, like, the game you're trying to solve, it's totally fallen flat, because that's not what makes Jackbox fun. Giant bomb stuff with the audience would be pretty bad. Yeah, that's the real truth there. Like, when I say, if you're pretty confident your audience is good, you can have a fun time letting randos into your Jackbox game. And yeah, Giant Bomb, Rooster Teeth do not have the wherewithal or the cultivation of their platform to be confident that the randos are going to be good. It's not the... I mean, you're really sticking your neck out if you have randos on a big platform, that's true. But I in the same way, like, I've been surprised by the people who I've known sometimes that have played games like Jackbox games. Even coworkers who I thought better of would play a Jackbox game, and or like a social deception game at work, and I'd be kind of surprised, like, I wouldn't have expected that from you, and I think a lot less of you now. But yeah, with a big platform, you're actually essentially branding it. You're saying, like, you know, I'm here on stream, and you can't trust me because I'm going to accidentally I'm going to have my name under... Oh, I should have saved some of these close to the bee house. I actually don't remember if they even take the fairy roses. But yeah, anyway. Long story short, yeah, I agree. Yeah, playing to win Jackbox is a weird game, and I don't care for that one so much. Yeah, that's true too. Like, so many places will bring guests on, so not even like letting internet randos through to their platform accidentally through Jackbox, but like endorsing them and asking them to be on, and immediately being... Oh, jeez, my inventory's full. Immediately being shown the door because they didn't do the due diligence. So if they can't clear that bar, how can you expect... Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that's the real thing about Jackbox. They really, to their credit, they realized super early on that the fun game, because Fibbage was their big game. That's the one that really made it big for them. Like, they had You Don't Know Jack for the longest time, and people liked it well enough, but also, like, they towed the line on crass humor in such a way... Where did that come from? Anyway, they towed the line on crass humor in a way that was not fun for people who were looking for, like, shitty South Park humor, and not fun for people who were looking for just good fun. And so with these games, they started to dial that back and, like, have a much more focused sense of humor. And then they realized, like, with Fibbage, the game that people were interested in playing was not be the highest score at Fibbage, but get the most likes. And they're like, yeah, why don't we just lean into that? And to their credit, you know, they leaned right into it, and they've clearly had some success with their product. Because they're on, what, pack 7 now? And they're not cheap games. They don't go on sale. People keep buying them all the same. Yeah, that... I have no sense of humor to play Jackbox. Listen. My sense of humor is not. I'm essentially a dad. So, I mean, if you wanna if you wanna compare senses of humor here. I am a dad. What am I waiting on in fall, by the way? Am I still waiting on anything else I've forgotten? Oh, just the traveling card, I think. Here's everything else. Yeah, I'll go check my greenhouse. Yeah, that's if you play enough Jackbox with if you play Jackbox with randos, you're gonna get people. I keep going in that barn. People making Cards Against Humanity jokes. I haven't seen those Jackbox questions, Ajax, but that's annoying. And my assumption was that they would at least they understand what their audience really wants to see, because they leave a lot of the questions sort of up to the players to set their own bar for like the crassness of their humor. And yeah, that's what the T-shirt design I like so much about it's not shirtality, it's but whatever the T-shirt one is, it you set your own bar for humor. All right. Yeah, the T-shirt one is they don't really give you any prompts whatsoever. They just sort of say, make it funny. That's the real thing about Cards Against Humanity is well, there's several things about Cards Against Humanity. It's also like the humor is extremely lazy and like it's not. Yeah. It's an outlet for privileged people to say things they can't say in polite company. Like you can make that racist joke because it's not me making it; it's the cards. I just picking the cards. But it's not even a good game. So if you're not laughing at the humor, there's no game for you. No game there for you to have fun with. Because the game is not a game. The game is like, yes, Jeff Dunham. I think I just like about the Cards Against Humanity South Park style humor is people calling it edgy or daring. I mean, I keep forgetting that dang festival. Yeah, edgy and daring are kind of words these days that I use to mean like Jeff Dunham as a game. It's basically that. Like, I can't use the word edgy or daring in terms of humor anymore without meaning that. Like, not funny, not a joke. PMX Edgelord Reaper. Oh god, I remember that image. Oh man, I remember Reaper. Remember Overwatch? Remember that Vine I made about Reaper? Can I get to the mines? I don't know if I can get to the mines either. I want to kill some time before the festival. You can't tell jokes like that these days. As he makes $25 million telling jokes like that these days. I want to tell Netflix. I want someone at Netflix to just get the picture that I don't want any comedy on my goddamn Netflix. No comedians, please. Like, not only do they have a track record of picking the worst comedians to elevate, not that there are a lot of good stand-up comedians, but god damn it, I'm just sick of seeing these people's faces with the word snowflakes on it or something. Yeah, it is a sinister thing too. Like, it's kind of like how it's that old joke about, oh yeah, I don't smoke weed. Haha, I would never smoke weed unless you do. No, I definitely don't. Except with shitty jokes at the expense of others. Oh yeah, we essentially left Christmas early one year because they were just telling a joke. And we didn't let it slip, and they were mad at us for not just letting it slip. And then we got called, like, classless for not letting offensive jokes just go by. Like, why would you bring that up? Like, I didn't bring it up, dog. Fucking you did. Anyway, I don't see my family much anymore, and that's a choice. And that, you know, I don't want to pretend like, oh, they don't talk to me anymore. Like, they tried, but I'm just tired. Dave Chappelle has 14 specials full of transphobia. All right, Kandabolu. He's the shit. Harry Kandabolu. He's the... Did he... Oh, God. I don't think I've actually seen his stuff. I feel bad now, because I recognize the name. He says it's one where he says white people are demons. What the heck? I wonder what the difference is. So if we can't say this around family, who can we say it around? That's funny, because they were so close to getting it. They were so close to getting it. Lost an entire huge social circle because I wouldn't let someone get away with saying a slur despite South Park saying it was okay. Oh, God. The amount of damage that show has done to our cultural psyche. I'm trying... the name is so familiar, and I feel like I can picture in my mind a skit or a bit, like an act from a stand-up special, but I can't. It's like when you can hear the tune of a song, but you can't remember any of the lyrics. You can hear them singing it, but you can't hear what they're singing. It's like that. It's like I feel like I can see his face. And it's gonna bother me now. I'm gonna have to like Google him as soon as I'm done here. And then download Left 4 Dead 2. Yeah, South Park convincing the entire generation of people that caring about anything or wanting to change anything means you're full of shit. Because the guys who made it don't need to change anything. And if they did care about anything, it would mean losing some of the stuff that they have. And can't have that. Yeah. Being the worst villain they could imagine is someone who is full of shit. Not like someone who's up their own ass is the worst possible villain they could think of, and nothing worse. Because why would you ever want to be incorrect about something? Why would you ever want to be... Why would you ever want to put yourself out there and potentially, like, be wrong? Couldn't be me, so instead I'll just float on my laurels for the rest of my life. I almost died. I'm just gonna leave. Don't want to risk getting slimed by that Slimer. Wonder if it's time yet. Must be 10 p.m. Well, I'll probably delve into winter. I'll take one little crack. Well, I'll see what the day is like. If I manage to find like a Nautilus shell, that's what I need. I'll save the day, but I'm already starting to lose my voice. And it's only been numbers 105 minutes. Oh boy, okay, great. Math chat. What's something interesting mathematically speaking? What if I talk about... Oh, hey, bud. Now there's a mood. Oh, right. I feel that. What if I talk about math like... I feel like I had something in my head. Oh, I remember what I was going to talk about. Maybe I will end the day here on Halloween so I can just wander this with this very good music playing. I love how many tables they have set up for a town that does not have this many people. I also love that there's just skeletons here and everyone's like, what the fuck? I have a sword. I'm going to talk about Zeno's Paradox a little bit, which is everyone's favorite. Hi, Harvey. Oh, you found me. It's that old paradox where if I were to fire an arrow at a target, before it can get all the way to the target, it first has to get halfway to the target, and before it can get the other halfway, it has to cover half that distance. And before it can cover the rest of that distance, it has to first cover half of that distance. So it goes half, and then it goes to a 3/4, and then it goes to 7/8, and so on and so forth. You're only ever reducing the remaining distance by 1/2 of what's left. And if you break it down, you can see that there's an infinite number of steps in there that take each half as long to do, but there's an infinite number of them, and that sequence diverges if you ran it. But the truth is that you fire an arrow at a target, it hits the target. Like the paradox is like, well, why can we have the infinite number of segments here, but it takes a finite amount of time to get there? And one really popular sort of response to it, one answer to it is excuse me, is that there is a minimum size. So if you think about, eventually that distance is going to, like, the 1/2 of the distance, 1/4 of the distance, eventually we'll get down to what's called the Planck length, which is the smallest amount of distance that we can have in our universe. And to think about some interesting corollaries from that, maybe I'll go over that some other time, but like, once you get down to the Planck length, well, then you only have a finite number of Planck lengths to the end. And it kind of exposes sort of the silly nature of the question, because it's just like a thought experiment. But also a fun way to think about it is if you've ever seen a hyperbola graph, which is those ones that slope really shallowly, and then when they get close to the axis, they shoot up really steeply. That's kind of measuring that too, because, at 3, the value of your graph may be 1, and if you go down to 2, it may be 5, and if you go down to 1, it may be 25, and if you go down to a half, it may be 7,000, and it's shooting up and up closer to infinity. And a good example of that is dividing by some number, and if you have 1 divided by 1, that gives you 1. 1 divided by 2 gives you a half. 1 divided by 4 gives you a quarter. And you keep on making that bottom number bigger and bigger and bigger. 1 divided by 1,000,000 gives you 1/1,000,000th. 1 divided by 16 trillion gives you 1/16 trillionth, and it's very small, but it's still not 0. And if you keep on doing that, you're never going to get to 0. But if you do divide by 0, you get nothing. It doesn't work. You get undefined. And that's what, in that graph, there's a line, that's hidden line there. That's the asymptote, where nothing is defined there. And it's kind of an abstract demonstration of why, like, Zeno's paradox doesn't really apply to our meat space, because it's using a mathematical system that we built to describe the world around us, but it's not one-to-one. It's not perfect. We're doing the best we can, but it's not perfect. I don't need any of this stuff. And as a result, Zeno's paradox, it makes sense as a thought experiment. It's something that you can do to mess with our math, the math language that we've built, but it doesn't actually apply. Oh crap, I might actually die out here. It's valuable, but has no other purpose. Hey, good for me. Whoa, don't hurt me. Sorry, anyway. Xenomorph's paradox, which is moving half the distance between an alien's head and a child's. Oh, look at my baby. My sleepy Corin. I was listening because the cat sat on my lap. Start over. Sure. So Xeno's paradox is a... No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, right. That's not the end of fall. I kept thinking that was the end of fall, but there's still a Sunday. Hey, I got the homesteader. Well, what I'm going to do then is I think I'm going to run to the traveling cart. I'll do my crops. I'll run to the traveling cart. I'll talk to Robin. See if I can get a silo. Call it a stream. I don't need to water anything because this is all going to die tomorrow. So that's convenient. I'll go check on my greenhouse. Talk to my animals. Okay. God, these fences are just bitten the dang dust. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5. Alright. So yeah, there's your math chat for the day. Xeno's paradox is fun to think about. Hey, we are having cheesecake after the stream. That's true. I'm gonna go make gingerbread cookies and then we're gonna have cheesecake. I can't even see this fence in here. Schrodinger's cat was also an absurdist thing designed to... Yeah, Schrodinger's cat was an absurdist thing designed to show how the scientific understanding of quantum mechanics didn't really describe actual reality in a similar way. It's still a useful thought experiment, though. And it's fun. But yes, it was completely... Oh, God. 10,000 total. Oh, my God. Yeah, it was basically completely misconstrued. The cat is not both alive and dead, it's just... Oh, Corin loves me! Oh, Corin. Oh, Corin, I love you too. It happened. The cat is both alive and dead at the same time because quantum physics. This is absurd because, of course, a cat can't both be alive and dead. Yes. All that said, though, the way they put that to use in Outer Wilds is pretty fun. And I don't fault them for taking that, like, taking that misconception to its, like, logical conclusion. Like, oh, sometimes you look at a rock and sometimes it's not there. And also they scream. And if you point a radio at them, you can hear them screaming. Oh, right. I was going to go talk to Robin. I'm going to just real quick, I'm going to type it into the wiki here and just see how much stuff I need for a silo. Stone, clay, copper, bar. I bet I have that. How much money do I need? Oh, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. It's so cheap. Oh, but my... Oh, thank you. Cheesecake and cookies is nigh. Thank you for both the cheesecake and cookies and the 200 bits. My silo's not going to be done in time for me to harvest all that grass. I messed up. I have all this grass, so I'm going to have to, like... go manually do it. Alright, I need 100 stone, 10 clay, 5 copper bar. Oh boy, I need some copper bars. Oh, I need 100 stone? Ah, hamburgers. I don't have enough stone. Well, you know what? We're going to sell all these animals anyway. But I can make a keg real quick. I just need copper bar, iron bar, wood. Do I have enough wood? Yeah, I do. Good. Let's put that apricot right in the keg right now. Boop. Sell, sell, sell. All right. Fun thing I heard about Outer Wilds is that because the 3D engine gets weird if the player is too far from the origin point, the player is actually stationary and the entire solar system moves around them. Inverse the controls being applied. Yes, that is absolutely how it works. Because the Unity engine that they work in actually responds better to that than to what you assume works. And so my favorite Futurama bit, not my favorite Futurama bit, just a throwaway Futurama bit that resonated with me in a fun way, came true in Outer Wilds. And actually how warp drives, I guess, work in a manner of thinking. Kinda. I guess no, they distort space and just change the nature of your relationship with space-time, which is different. But yeah, it's a very good anecdote. Hey, look at that. I need one of those. Son of a gun. Oh no, I have a crystal first. I'm good. All right. Well, I think that's autumn for me. I don't think I have anything left I want to do. I have enough money to, you know, I'm just about to where I need to be. And the last few crops that I harvest over these next few days will be enough to get me the money I need. So all I need to do is forage three things because I need the Nautilus shell. Get the apples and the pomegranate. And then that red cabbage. So yeah, next stream will probably be the last episode of this, I believe. Because even before winter, I'm rich enough to handle it. Oh, I busted my oak tree. I guess I don't get straw from doing this because I don't have a silo. So I'm actually gonna have to, because I you know, I have so little left to do that I'm just gonna hammer through the days, get to Fridays and Sundays, and check to get the red cabbage because I'll be done. I'll be able to turn the vault in no time. I saved all this because I was going to harvest it all and put it all in my silo, and I really goofed it up. Yeah, when you press jump, the whole universe moves down. Because you are the only important actor in this realm. Alright, well, I'm going to call that a good old stream. I'm going to go make some gingerbread cookies. I'm going to have cheesecake. I will be back this Friday with Restart Mission, which I put off for a number of weeks, I think. It's been a long time since I've restarted a mission. Oh yeah, 2 weeks ago I played Titanfall, and last week I skipped. It's been a while since I played Battletech. It's been a while since I've just sat down and played some games. I'll play some games this week. I want to play some Hades. Anyway, next stream's on Friday. 10 Beep streams tomorrow. Do you have to put stream in 10 Beep? Are you going to continue on your Hades journey? Ajax. That Dead by Daylight stream is fixed. I make aquarium tomorrow. So that's good. That Dead by Daylight patch, they've done better with that, right? Can I expect to see some Dead by Daylight streams sometime soon? Hopefully. Because I in lieu of playing it myself, I live through your... Okay, streaming that on Thursday. And then, sooner rather than later... Yeah, Millie? Yeah, Mills? Millie says it's time to be done. Well, I'm going to be playing Galvanized Garbage at some point here. Hasn't been patched yet, but Yeah, that's true. It does work, at least, but, Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it a stream. Thanks for being here. I'm probably going to raid Mod, who is going for credits in Hades, just because I'm gonna go do some baking and watch her play Hades. So, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I will catch everybody next time.